the Kenyan coast to look for wedding venues. We're gonna go to Diani, Watamu, and Malindi.
It all began at the Plaza Hotel 20 years ago in the month of June. There was something blue, something borrowed, and something completely magical.
Okay, off to the coast to find a wedding venue. I'm going to look for wedding venues along Kenya's coast so you don't have to. The mission is simple. Find a venue with a breathtaking sea view for the big day. As we know, the journey is just as important as the destination, so I'm taking you along with me on this exciting ride. My journey began in the picturesque Diani, one of Kenya's most beautiful beach destinations.
And so, my quest begins.
First stop, Lantana, Galu Beach. From the moment I arrived, I could tell this place was something special. They have a variety of apartments available, catering to different group sizes, and the venue can host up to 150 guests, which is perfect for a large, lively wedding. The garden was absolutely gorgeous and lush and well-maintained, providing a serene backdrop for an event. And the beach, it felt like it stretched on forever, offering plenty of space for a dreamy seaside ceremony. What really stood out to me at Lantana Galu Beach was the hospitality. They treated me like a princess. From the moment I walked in, I honestly felt so pampered. The staff was attentive and friendly, making sure every detail was perfect. I was genuinely happy with the experience there. However, I did have a tiny concern. I don't know 150 people, so this space was perhaps too big, especially if you don't want any randos turning up.
My quest continues.
I then visited Serenity Beach Villa, and let me just say, the name couldn't be more fitting. This place was so peaceful and so calm. Serenity Beach Villa has a capacity of 14 people, making it ideal for an intimate wedding. But the garden itself is quite big, so you can definitely have a party of about 50 people, I think maybe 50 to 80. Also, the owner of Serenity Beach Villa was incredibly welcoming. He also gave me a thorough tour of the entire villa, explaining all the amenities that they offer. By the time I finished the tour, I could definitely see this place being a contender, especially for a smaller, more intimate celebration. Whew. After visiting 3 places in one day, I was exhausted, especially since I had to make a last-minute change to my flight from Mombasa to Diani because our makeup artist unfortunately fell ill. But I powered through, knowing that for the next day I would head to Watamu, one of my favorite spots on the Kenyan coast. Oh my god, yesterday was insane. So I've come to look at wedding venues. So I was looking at wedding venues, visited a couple of places. What I can say, so I went to first this place called Lantana. What I can say about Lantana is that it looks really great. I think it looks good. And it's on the beach, and they have like a really long beach, so you can definitely have a ceremony on the beach. And then they have nice space for having a cocktail hour. And I think with lots of places in Diani, they have a music restriction of I think 12. So 12 is when they're like, oh, no more music. So for weddings, I'm like, you want to party, you want to party into the night. So for weddings, it's not entirely ideal. I visited another place where the price was $550 per person per night. I was like, sorry, what now? But it was like a really fancy place, and it's all inclusive, and you get like unlimited, they said unlimited food, unlimited drinks, But I'm like, even still, like, how are you supposed to eat and drink for that amount, you know? But it also had horse riding, and you can go on like boat rides, and I don't know, they had a lot. They had so much at this place. It was like, I think because it was far away, they really made sure to put everything in one place. Like, they made sure that you won't get bored while you're there. But it was also, I felt like it was also very much family-like, but not really, but like rich people. Like rich people. I'm like, if $550 is the minimum, I need to get ready because now I'm headed over to Watamu and then Malindi. This has been quite the adventure. Oh, and then yesterday, did you hear that dog? It tried to bite me, like literally tried to bite me. I was just coming back from, because I went to Nomad for dinner, so I was coming back from Nomad, and then fortunately I was wearing clothes that are like wavy and flowy, because then it just like stood up, it came to me, and then it started like pulling against my trousers, like with its teeth. It was like pulling and pulling, like biting and pulling and growling, and I was just like, oh my god. And I'm trying to call out for the guard. I'm like, Ascari, Ascari. Like, it was really Ascari. But I think he was sleeping, but it was 9, it wasn't even that late. But I was like just trying to call him so he could like come and help me, because I'm like, I am not about to get bit by a dog. I'm not about to get rabies. No. The next morning, I got a driver to take me from Diani to Watamu. The road wasn't too bad, though it was under construction in some areas, which did add a bit of time to our journey, but honestly, it gave me a chance to reflect on this trip so far and think about what I really want in a wedding venue. While we're on the way, let me tell you about my first trip to the coast in search for wedding venues. The day that we're leaving is when it's perfectly sunny. How lucky. One of the first places I visited during this trip was Papa Remo in Watamu. This spot was absolutely lovely with stunning views of the beach and the nearby 7 Islands Hotel. What I really appreciated about 7 Islands is that they had a dedicated play area, which is perfect for guests with children. It's always a bonus when venues can cater for families, making sure young and old have a good time. The only downside about Papa Remo is that they are big on their Saturday parties, which means that if we did choose them as a venue, we'd likely have to hold the wedding on a Friday. But with guests coming from Nairobi, I'm not sure everyone could get the day off. Plus, if we stayed at the hotel, the loud music might make it tough to get that much needed beauty sleep for the bride. But it was still pretty up there on the list because they have really great food. Despite that, the view from Papa Remo was absolutely breathtaking. You can see all 7 islands, which is what Watamu is famous for. And the manager was super friendly and accommodating. It's definitely a venue worth considering, especially if you're flexible on dates.
As enjoyable as it was, I still had a vision of my quest.
Next up was a quick stop at Medina Palms, another gorgeous venue in Watamu. Medina Palms is known for its beautiful design and luxurious atmosphere, but they're also very strict about music, which is understandable given their packed location, and also because we wouldn't be able to book out the entire hotel. I don't have that many friends. Okay, fast forward to today. Before heading out to explore more venues, I made a quick stop at the supermarket to stock up on some snacks for this 6-hour road trip ahead. I have to say, it was very interesting to see all the development along the way. So, when we finally arrived in Watamu, my first stop was Visiwa Beach Resort. This place is stunning with a gorgeous view of Watamu's 7 islands. The decor was modern and minimal, which I loved, but I have to admit the little colonial statues scattered around were a bit awkward. The venue was absolutely beautiful, but it seemed a bit small for what we were planning. I wasn't sure if this space could accommodate enough people for the ceremony. As for the hospitality of the place, I would just suggest reading their Google reviews for more insight. It was a mixed experience, to say the least. After exploring Visiwa Beach Resort, I had some food there. It was okay, not great, not terrible, just okay. After all that travel and exploration, I definitely needed some rest, so I headed over to Malindi to recharge. My heart is so full. I've just come back from looking at wedding venues, and there's one venue that we just looked at, and
My quest is fulfilled!
it's so beautiful. I'm just like, wow. The whole time I was just like, I know you're not supposed to like show that a place is like amazingly beautiful to the managers, because then they know you really want it, so they'll charge you a lot. But I could not help myself. Like, honestly, I will say this, it's the most, you know what, with my full chest, I'll say it's the most beautiful hotel or Airbnb in Kenya. I'm not even kidding. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it's not like, oh my god, it's amazing, I love it. Anyway, this is the place I'm staying for the night. It's quite big. It's really big, and actually I don't know if you can hear my voice just echo, but it's quite big. And it's super close to the beach. Oh. Okay, the bath mat's a little bit gross. What is that? I'm tired. I'm so tired. I want to go to the beach and just put my feet in the sun. Cute. She is super cute. In the fridge. Actually, I haven't had dinner. Perhaps maybe I could put my water in the fridge or something. Yeah, super cute. I don't know why some places don't put like warm bulbs everywhere. I feel like warm bulbs are so much better than like the cold bulb that they put there. Like, that hurts my eyes. This is nice and warm, and it's nice. So the next morning, after hanging out at the beach for a little bit, I was ready bright and early to visit the Kasa Hotel. And let me tell you, I was blown away. What really stole my heart was the outdoor viewpoint, where you can watch the turtles hatching between June and August. One of my favorite features at the Kasa Hotel was the party deck. It's this amazing space overlooking the ocean, and I could just picture hosting a fashion show or an elegant reception here. It was so lovely. The entire place had so many cozy spots to relax, whether you're watching the waves roll in or just soaking up the coastal vibes. The Kasa Hotel is so beautiful. The decor in each room was so thoughtfully done, and it didn't feel mass-produced at all. Every room had its own unique theme, and each villa came with its own pool. I was just in awe. And let me not forget to mention the bougainvillea shower. This is the most beautiful shower I have ever seen. I'm so in love. Everything about the Kasa Hotel was just perfect, from the decor to the atmosphere. Like, it felt like it was very thoughtfully decorated. And last but not least, I visited the Sandies, Diamonds, and Billionaires in Malindi. These are 3, 4, and 5-star resorts, each with its own unique charm. They have plenty of space and also lots of experience hosting weddings, which is always a plus. What I appreciated the most about the range of price points is that they can cater to different budgets, which is so important when planning a wedding. The staff were also incredibly friendly, showing me around all 3 types of rooms and condos. However, because I visited during renovations, the place might look a bit different in a few months. So that's just something to keep in mind. The only concern I had was the size of the resort. It's big. And it might be a little bit challenging to keep everyone together during the festivities, but overall it was a fantastic experience, and they host lots of weddings, and you can use the beach and the garden. There's like lots of space to choose from. There you have it. I can't believe I did this in 3 days. Diani, Watamu and Malindi in search for the perfect wedding venue. Now comes the tough part, making a decision. Let me know which one of these venues you're like, this looks good. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to watch the other wedding planning videos. Bye!